All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be talking about Mr. Organic on the Fresh and Fit podcast. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button. Just do it right now. It only takes a quick second, folks. And it's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you guys anything at all. So smash that like button right now and subscribe to the channel. But like I was saying, we're going to try to finish out this podcast with Organic on Fresh and Fit. We probably got like another... I want to say maybe another 20 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. So we're definitely going to finish it out in today's video. If you guys haven't checked out the first half, our reaction video, definitely go check it out. We dropped it like a couple days ago or something like that. But in this segment, he's talking about Switzerland. He's talking about all the women he met in Switzerland. And it's a little bit interesting because the way he told it when he was in Switzerland was way different, completely different. So this is going to be quite interesting. I mean, I don't know if he's really telling the truth or just making up stuff, because he seems like he's been talking out of his ego this whole time on this podcast with Fresh and Fit, I guess, for the numbers or whatever, the algorithm. But we're going to get right into it.
You know, okay. I ain't gonna go into too much detail, but just know, as kids, you always say, you get this, man, you're set for life. I got that.
That's
Swiss account, I got one.
Yeah, that's a big deal, though. Because, bro, we know guys that are fucking watch dealers that can't even get watches every time.
Trust me. Yeah. But I was dealing with, my manager and one of my good friends, he worked $300 million. So, he was putting me on shit that, we've taken jets and shit. I'm in the Alps and shit. We meeting the owner of that's cool, Roger Federer. He owns the cell phone company called Sunrise out there. We have...
So your manager is worth $300 million. I'm not even gonna question that part, because why would somebody that's worth $300 million want to manage a clown like Organic to begin with? But let's just ignore that. Maybe there is a specific reason. Now, the part that is really intriguing to me is that if your manager is worth $300 million, wouldn't he be managing opportunities for you that would allow you to live somewhere decently nice in Switzerland? You were living in a studio apartment, sir. So your manager, who's worth $300 million, wasn't creating any kind of opportunities for you. I mean, you kept claiming you had all these business meetings, but you're trying to tell me you couldn't rent a big house, or not even a big house. This is, let's say, a townhouse. Shit, like a one-bedroom apartment at least, man. A one-bedroom, two-bedroom apartment, something like that. You were in a little-ass studio, man. You were in a studio. There's college kids over there that live in a bigger place than yours, and you're claiming your manager worth $300 million? Does that make any sense, man? Come on, man. Y'all got to really use your brain. Does that make sense to you that his manager's worth $300 million and he's got his client, Organic, living in a bummy-ass studio?
Concerts and shit with them, and they sweet. I'm in Switzerland living better than I was living here. It was crazy.
You're the only black person there.
And I'm the only real nigga. Let's keep it pure. They had some cool regular niggas and some motherfucking Dominican niggas. I'm a real nigga, fly. Yeah, I'm swagged out. So these bitches treat me like goddamn Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? I'm big goddamn. Yeah, I'm Black Panther out there. They're like, what the? They never seen a black.
Yeah, because it's a real African.
So you're Black Panther living in a studio apartment over there, don't have a car, but I guess he has access to a manager that has $300 million, and he was getting driven around in a G-Wagon. That's what he wants us to believe, right?
To them, they look at it oh, are you a basketball player? Oh, are you a rapper? Because over there, they don't have that.
They're probably the tallest nigga out there, huh?
They could, yes. Yeah. And they couldn't believe it. And I'm an American black person, so there's none out there. So they're like, what? And I'm tall, and it's like I'm really a superhero, which I am anywhere, but imagine there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to brag, I'm just saying this statistically.
Tell the truth, though. Girls in Switzerland, are they bad?
They're bad. They're some of the baddest. And on top of that, too, they're coming, and what people don't know about Switzerland, let me put you on game. It's a big Dominican culture out there.
Really?
So, yes. So, and like an African-Dominican culture.
Okay.
Because what happened was, because another thing about Switzerland, I love Switzerland, but they're big into prostitution. Because all these boats.
Oh, prostitution. That kind of explains things a little better. Now, does it? Because you were over there, and I was like, that doesn't make sense. This guy is not from Switzerland, but he kept claiming all these women, and some of these girls kind of look a little sketchy, man. They look a little... Yeah, y'all know what sketchy looks like. Y'all see some of these IG models, and they post, and even some of the girls that Organic was hanging out with, they would post. They had IGs, and they would post in different hotel rooms. I'm like, why would any regular woman girl, whatever, be posting out of like random hotel rooms all over her social media, like different hotel rooms, unless they're selling box, man. They're selling it, man. Organik, you wasn't anything special. You try to make it seem like you're 6'6", you look like a basketball player or whatever. But then again, I mean, they're smart enough to know that you're not a basketball player, because no basketball player is going to be living out of a little bummy-ass studio apartment, getting driven around by his multi-millionaire manager. Like, all that shit doesn't make any sense at all. Does that make any sense to you guys? A basketball player, 6 foot, in a studio apartment, but has a multi-millionaire manager hanging out with him, managing his businesses for him. Like, does that make any sense to you guys? And the fact that all these girls taking pictures, like, I don't understand why women, if you're in that line of business, don't you think that's like real easy to figure out if you're taking posts in different hotel rooms? Are you trying to paint the picture that you are just that rich that you just go and spend different nights at different expensive luxury hotels? And that makes sense, because Organik was constantly sitting in the lounge of these hotels. Like, y'all remember, go back and watch some of his videos. Like, there was one video where he claimed that he got like a Mercedes or something like that, and it was parked at a hotel, and he was sitting in the hotel reception area, like where you were meeting a multi-billionaire in the waiting room in the hotel lobby of that hotel. Like, now it kind of makes sense, man. Now that you said prostitutes and there was the hotels, it's starting to connect the dots for me.
Really? These big businessmen are nerds. They want to fuck. They want to fuck and get cocaine. So the Dominicans brought the cocaine and brought the bitches.
Oh shit!
So
is it legal there?
No, but they don't give a fuck.
Oh,
They ain't no crime. They ain't killing nobody.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying?
And there's no police anyway, so it's
and
like
they're not hurting nobody. They're just having a good time. So it ain't no crime. They just do it. So, like, dog, everywhere you go is bad bitches, but they come from everywhere. Russia, Germany, Dubai. Like, every weekend. Yeah. What? It's like a movie in there. Damn. So I'm like, what the? I'm walking into this. I didn't know it was like this. I'm going to be calm and get money and settle down and calm down and be a humble person. Yeah. But I'm going out and these bitches just buffeted on me. They just look at my fucking bicep, look at my neck and all that, grabbing the meat and never seen this turkey. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, hey, I'm with it. The first night there.
So whatever happened to that Snow Bunny girl? That first girl that Organik linked up with, man. What happened with her? Seems like Organik, you know, he met up with like one or two snow bunnies early on, and then he kind of transitioned into, there was one girl, I think she was like Moroccan, that was like the last one, and then there was one before her, the Dominican one, where they went to some fast food joint or whatever. I don't know if they ate fried chicken or something like that, I don't remember, but she's Dominican. He just said that Dominicans migrated to Switzerland because of prostitution and drugs and shit like that. So was she part of that? Was she part of that group?
I left with two bitches. Like, I got a crazy story though. Like, the first night I went there, we go to this bar. Swear to God, it's 100% real. We go to this bar. I'm chilling at the bar. Bitches everywhere. I'm like, this shit is where am I?
What's the ratio?
It's like 8 to 1.
What? At a bar?
Bad ones though.
What?
But you come to realize most of them prostitutes though. But I thought they were just regular bitches. So I'm like,
Like Dubai.
yeah, same shit.
Yeah, Dubai.
But Switzerland is over Dubai, like on the low.
Yeah.
Like with that. So I didn't know this. So I'm thinking all these bad bitches. I'm like, oh, they all on.
So you didn't know that they were prostitutes, but then you later found out they were prostitutes. That I think that definitely makes a whole lot of sense now, because I was like, how does it? I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. Like, I'm like, oh, he's in Switzerland. Maybe his manager was getting him these women or whatever. Maybe he was getting them on a dating site, something like that. But now it makes sense that you're saying they're prostitutes. So you're probably paying for it, because there's no way I'm going to believe that they thought you were a basketball player. Because once they come to your place and they realize you live in a little bummy-ass studio apartment, there's no way anyone's gonna believe, not even like a starter is gonna live in a bummy ass studio like that.
I'm like, they just want me because of me. So
Give it up, money.
Yeah, so every time I talk to them, I'm like, hey, what's up, baby? We want to leave. They're like, how much? What you mean, how much? Hold on, man. I thought you liked me. You want some money? Goddamn it.
You know, that happened to me about the first night too. I was like, because we stayed at the Royal Palm. I'm telling all y'all niggas, man. Don't stay there, bro. Every girl there's a fucking hooker. I'm like, hey, what's up? And some of them I speak Arabic to, like, oh, blah, 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 oh, cool. And it's like, oh no, how much? I'm like, what the fuck? No, I don't fucking pay for box.
They kept saying it like quick too. Though. You be like, goddamn, you just disrespected me, man. So finally, though, I found a couple that was cool. Like, so one girl just kept staring at me across his way. I'm looking at her like, why the fuck she keep staring? And she's with a friend, they point talking. I'm like, what the fuck?
Were they locals?
No, they actually was from like, they was from Russia.
Okay.
So, but they be there all the time.
Okay.
So I'm like, why the fuck are they staring at me? They leave, and they come back again. Yeah. Now I'm with 2 other chicks chilling and shit, and then they call me over there. I'm like, what the fuck they want? I go over there, and she's like, hi, how you doing? I just think you're attractive, me and my cousin. I'm like, oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. And then she sit down, and I sit down next to him, and they're just talking to me, and it's really on my YouTube channel too. Like, I broke it down, but it's like, because you'll see me go home with him. I went home with him. I beat this point, but this is the crazy part. So as I'm talking to him, I'm like, yeah, add me on Instagram. You know, I want to show him I'm that nigga. You know, I want to show him, bitch, I got
that's a move now. Yeah,
I'm gonna show you my Instagram. Man, I'm somebody. You know what I'm saying? You gonna know.
Especially regular bitches, it does help.
So when she added me on Instagram, she looked, she was like, oh, it is him.
Oh, so that's how they pick up women with Instagram. I mean, you guys know you can buy followers on Instagram, right? And you could tell Organik buys followers, man. Like, look at how many followers follow him, and then look at every individual post, and look at how many people leave comments, and then how many likes he gets on these posts. I'm not going to show you guys. I want you guys to go see it for yourself, man. This dude Organik is a clown.
I said, what the fuck is she talking about? Then I checked my messages. She didn't message me before.
Oh, for real?
So I'm looking like, what the fuck? Come to find out. This is crazy. That's what I'm saying. You never know who you know or where you at in this world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So somebody had a fake page of me DMing her to make her pay some money for some promotion or some shit, right? Oh. And then she told me, because she contacted me, like, this guy has a fake page of you.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, you can't fall for that, ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude's a scam. You gotta watch the check mark and don't fall for no dumb shit. I don't want no promotion for you. What the fuck are you? Why would I do that? I'm cussing her out.
Yeah.
Who would make a fake page of Mr. Organik and then bank on making money from promo deals? Like, Organik doesn't even have like a whole lot of followers. Like, when he gets on IG Live, he barely gets like 100 people watching him. His YouTube videos don't really get a whole lot of views. So, like, even if you went to him and asked him for a promo deal, like, what do you expect is gonna happen? Like, I'm just trying to understand this, like, from the people that are trying to get promotion deals. Like, why would you go through Organik?
Like, okay. I'm like, are you done? Like, what the fuck am I going to promote you for what? Who the fuck are you? Yeah. But she was like, oh yeah. And then she like, thank you, though. She was cool. She like, thank you, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, where you at? She was like, I'm overseas. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, I'm in LA this time. Yeah. Just so happened I run into the same bitch in the club in fucking Jersey.
So you just didn't remember. You had talked to her on Instagram, you dummy. Okay, yeah.
And we just happened to be in the same place.
Organik, you didn't just stumble. Man, cut it out, man. Organik, you've been capping this whole podcast talking about you robbed the cartels early on, and come on, man. You know, you probably coordinated with that one girl. If your story is 100% true, you probably coordinated with her. You asked her where to meet up. You and her didn't just magically show up at the right time, right place in Switzerland, a place that you have no clue how to even drive in. You didn't just randomly pick that location and then she just randomly showed up there, the same person that left you DMs, man. That's nearly impossible, man. Stop all this capping, especially with all the capping you just did, talking about the cartels and robbing drug dealers and being able to exit the cartels, and after robbing them and nothing happens to you and you are on YouTube talking about this nonsense. Like, you lived through all of that and then got on YouTube to expose El Chapo and the Mexican drug dealers for how dumb they were to fall for the different strategies you implemented on robbing them, man. Cut it out, man. Like, if you had said this, maybe not in the same context of the previous conversations you were talking about the drug dealers, maybe I would believe you. There's probably some chance that, yeah, maybe that there probably could have been an opportunity for you two to bump into one another without coordinating it. But now I'm listening to everything else you have said throughout this podcast. I think Organik is capping.
I was told she was in fucking Russia. Now she's in Zurich. I'm in Zurich, and that's her. And her friend was like, her cousin was like, oh, that's him. Oh my God. They started hugging me like, you were so nice. I wasn't nice. I don't know what they're talking about. I wasn't nice to you, but they was lovely. They had a good time. I went to the hotel with them, fuck both of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is a crazy story.
That's W. That was fuck. That's crazy.
Small world.
God is great.
I won't say this though. Yo, there's a lot of people posing as like influencers and shit like that, trying to do shit. Yo, there's a motherfucker right now emailing other influencers saying, "Yo, you want to come on the Fresh Air podcast? We're gonna pay you some money, blah blah." Guys, it's a fucking.
What's wrong with these people, man?
Bro,
that's crazy with that,
man.
Because imagine think about it, if that person didn't get the money from him, this bitch from Russia, he might got some KGB motherfuckers. I mean, I'd have been splattered out there like, what happened to Organik? He got killed by the goddamn people that killed niggas in China today. You know what I'm saying? I could have been that, and I ain't do shit.
Yo, but Sergey and the gang, yo, what the fuck, man?
But it was a beautiful time there. But all in all, you know what I'm saying? I came back a different person.
Yeah.
Like once I relieved the cars and downgraded my cars, I did all that.
So how much better was it than being in LA? Because that's a 180 flip.
I was there for 3 months too. I was gonna get my full. It was a lot.
This video, this whole whatever you want to call it, interview collab with Fresh and Fit, this one is way worse than the one he did with Sharp Tank on No Jumper. I feel like the one on No Jumper with Sharp, whether it's the first one, the second one, was a little bit more. It was like he was capping, but he wasn't nowhere near as capping as he is in this video, or with this with Fresh and Fit. Like I feel like with Sharp Tank, I think he was a little bit more down to earth. You know, he was definitely a little bit down to earth. He was capping, but he is nowhere near what he's been talking about so far with Myron and Fresh and this one. This is like to an extreme level. Like he's talking so crazy out of his ego. It's crazy.
I went through. I ain't gonna go too much about it, but I was gonna live out there.
What made you change your mind?
It was like I didn't get my visa done in time. You only get 90 days within. You only get 90 days within within 180 days overseas.
Yeah.
In those was it Schengen regions?
Yeah.
You get 90 days within 180 days. Well, people don't know.
So you didn't know that there was a 90-day situation, but your manager is worth $300 million, and he didn't know that. That's what you want us to believe?
As soon as you touch the country, your 90 days start. So I go there for 1 day, come back. I still only got 90 days within 6 months. And you can't come back. So as I had a lawyer working it out and all that, I had like a company I bought all type of shit to expedite.
Was that only in Switzerland? Are they that strict?
The whole Schengen region, but Switzerland is super strict.
Yeah.
Because the Schengen region is like the top level wealthy countries out there. They don't play in Europe. Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say like people, because in America we're stupid, right? We're like, because Canadians do this shit all the time. They'll leave and they come back and they'll go to another country and then they'll reset the clock.
They don't do that.
Switzerland don't let you do that.
They tell you you got 90 days in 100. You got 90 days with the 180, and that's your clock. So
okay, if you don't adjust in that time,
ain't no coming back because I came back.
Yeah,
I left and came back.
Clock was still going.
Yeah,
they said fuck you.
They keep going.
Actually, I think Canadians, they go to Detroit and they drive over, right, and they come back.
Yeah,
that's how they because in America it's like, you know, you get your 90 days, but if you leave, you could basically reset the clock, right? We have a broken immigration system a little bit with that shit. That's why people abuse their visas. But over there, it seems like they don't play that. Hey, you didn't adjust in that time period?
What I want to know is his manager, this multi-millionaire, he doesn't know that. He lives in Switzerland. He doesn't know about the 90-day visa. Come on, man. Like, y'all need to cut it out, man. This is all cap, man. Organic, stop this capping.
Nope, too bad.
Yeah, they don't play.
But you would have stayed there, though.
I was trying to stay. Got my account out there. That was a blessing move. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it ran out. So and this is how they don't play. And I'm gonna tell you how much they don't play in Switzerland. So like, I'm on it. So my lawyer told me like, hey, your days is running out. You got like 2 more days. Damn. And they sent back like my visa request because they messed up. It was a certain amount of money I made, and they put it like a comma backwards. So it was 3.5 million, but they thought it was 350 million. I mean 350,000. They said that ain't enough. Oh. Because I wanted to make a company out there. Like you need more than that. I'm like, no, I
need
told
more
you.
revenue to justify.
Yeah, but it was 3.5 million, but they thought it was 350,000 because they read it wrong. That was their fault. So they had to send it back and maybe revise it. And we sent it back again, and then it was like it was too late because now it's taking days. I'm like, I got 2 days. So I'm like, fuck it. So we called the place like the was it the whatever the embassy. Yep. And like, hey, I got 2 days, but they messed up on my visa. Can we get this fixed? You know what I'm saying? I got 2 more days later. They're like, what happened? Okay. Yeah, when you get your plane ticket out there. I'm like, hey, mind you, I got apartments. You know what I'm saying? My homie got a couple cars and shit. We living out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
He said apartments, man. Organic. They definitely wasn't watching his videos. You living in a studio, man. He said apartments and cars, and this dude is capping so much. I told you, like this one, he's talking way out of his ego because I think he realizes this is Fresh and Fit. They get more viewers. He's gonna be in the algorithm. He's got more brainwashed followers to fool. Like in comparison to the collab he did with Sharp, this is definitely way too much ego.
We living. I've been there 3 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a routine. We got apartments, cars, all that shit out there. And they're like, Yeah,
Like you bought them? Like you bought the apartment?
No, rented it.
Okay.
Yeah, rented it. And expensive as fuck too. That bitch was like fucking 500 square feet. That bitch was $4,200.
What?
Oh God. That bitch like a prison
They're
cell.
doing everything to keep broke niggas out, man.
Yeah,
Because the fact that you had to have that much revenue from your business for them to even give you a visa, that tells you right there.
Yeah.
You said it's one of the strictest places,
They're
right?
not playing.
Yeah.
But it was worth it because you get it with so much access I had to. I had so much shit I was doing. I had the shoes coming in. I was about to get the shoe. I was doing a lot of shit. I was about a shoe store.
Yeah.
Watches. I was about to do a partnership with Googleline, with the jury and shit. Like these are real stones, by the way, Fresh. Them ain't no like fake sapphires. I got the booklet to that, brother.
So, fun fact too as well, Van Cleef.
Yes, sir.
I was always like, man, I don't know Van Cleef. I think it's more like a women's thing, but kind of find out. Actually, it holds value.
Yes.
And I bought my own as
Got
well.
some pussy with that too, huh?
I definitely did.
You're welcome, brother.
How much does it run for?
So they're like 4,000, 5,000. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
this is a $30,000 risk.
Oh, shit.
And you won't even know it, but it's not more comfortable. See what I'm saying? Ain't no
Yeah.
big dumb ass
Yeah,
nigga
yeah,
cute,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
No one, them niggas don't know what this is.
Yeah.
But a bitch do.
But
So that's why I learned too, though.
No, you're right. So if you know, it's right. I said, like,
So you got this jewelry just to get some pussy, man. That's crazy, man. That's so sad. Organik is doing all of this just to get some pussy. He got rid of his rapper jewelry to get some pieces that he thinks are going to grow in investments. Well, I mean, he's partially, what he's saying is partially true. Like all those watches that had all these diamonds on them and whatever, all that crap. And I told you guys all that crap is not really worth it. But he kept preaching to you guys because he's probably got his advice from another dumbass businessman, and then realized that what a lot of people were telling him was true. When you get these watches with all that crap, that like the rapper jewelry shit, that's just to brag. It's nothing for like investment purposes. In fact, you probably lose more money buying that crap because you generally lose money buying diamonds in general. I mean, if you know about jewelry, you know that it's really in the gold. It's not really in the diamonds. You lose a lot of money when you buy diamonds. So putting diamonds on a watch ain't gonna increase its value. It's just gonna make the price tag more when you buy it. But of course, like he trying to be the smart ass, and like I said, I can't imagine how many idiots actually listened to him and actually went and bought watches with a whole bunch of diamonds on them. And you got to be like one dumbass idiot. And now he's like finally waking up and realizing that these decisions he made were so terrible that he had to get rid of them, probably at a lower cost, at a lower price tag, to get some Van Cleefs like for $5,000 just to get some pussy. That is crazy, man. That's mind-boggling how much he's gotten you guys fooled. But then again, it's all free money because he's getting this money off of merch, selling some goofy ass hoodies and sweatpants for like $150, $200, $300. I was actually looking at his website. I think this is it right here. Yeah, he's selling these outfits for like crazy prices. I'm like, who in their right mind is buying this trash? Who's spending $300, $200, even $150 on this stuff? Like, who's spending $150 on this stuff? This stuff is not even like $10, $15. It doesn't make any sense at all.
I noticed, right? After hours, it goes right back. I'm like, who bought that?
Yeah.
That's why, 'cause that shit's not cheap.
Yeah.
That's game.
Okay.
So I'm
So
putting
the insider thing.
I got put on game. I got put on game with that.
Yeah.
So I don't stuff for niggas. I do it for the bitches. So when bitches see that, they get, you know what I'm saying, moisturized. You know what I mean? So that's how you do it. But anyway, yeah. So the visa ran out. I called them embassy. Can I get an extension? They said nope. They said can you get your flight for tomorrow? I'm like, whoa, brother. I got a house. I got a crib. They're like, okay, I give you to Friday then. I'm like, God damn, that's 2 days.
So you're in LA at this point?
No, I'm in Switzerland.
Oh, you're actually
in Switzerland.
Yeah.
In my apartment, chilling.
Yeah.
Clothes and shit. I got pounds of clothes. I'm fresh motherfucker.
Niggas telling you gotta leave and shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
So goddamn it. So I'm like, fuck. So I just.
So again, are you trying to make me believe that your manager, this guy with $300 million, doesn't know the rules, doesn't know how visas work? So I'm sure you and him talked way before you guys, but way before you arrived in Switzerland. So and even more crazy is that Tall Guy was in Switzerland before Organik was there. If you guys remember, I mean, if you guys been following Love and Slim, you would know that Tall Guy and Jasmine also traveled to several countries. They went all over the Europe. They didn't just go to Switzerland. They went to Germany. They went to a bunch of different countries. So you're trying to tell me that you had Tall Guy there, you had your manager there, and somehow you didn't know the rules? You didn't know that there was a 90-day cap on these visas. Like, man, come on, cut it out, man. Y'all, Organik is capping so hard, it's crazy.
And I called them. They wasn't budging. They're like, you got to come up here, get you a card that says we okayed you because you going past your time, really, because I got to go 2 days. Just give me some time so it'll be right on the day. Give you a card that said it was okay that we okayed you, and you must leave. And you come back when your visa's done or when your next 90 days start, which was like 2 more months after. So I had to go back for at least 2 months and then come back. But so once I got my ticket, I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't playing. Dude was straight. Come get it now or else. Or I'm like, man, I'm trying to talk to you like, hey, we can send the police to come get you.
Yeah.
How you want to do it, nigger boy? Do you want the cops to come get your black ass in Switzerland? So I'm like,
you don't want that deportation on your record, so yeah.
So I said, hey, I'm out. Got my ticket. I packed my suitcase as much as I can. I probably left about $10,000 worth of clothes and Versace covers and shit. Left all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I just left, came back. But once I came back,
bitches too.
Oh, bad bitches. I had bitches that wanted to marry and all that, but I didn't want to go that far. I could have did it.
Yo, that's fucking funny.
When I came back, bro.
I think what happened is he went there, he was so focused on pussy and bitches and shit like that he forgot all about his business. Or he was just capping. There was no business. He was just there for a vacation, just to enjoy some time off and come back. So it could be a couple different options, but it just seems to me he's doing a whole lot of talking, man. Organik does a really good job in just talking your ears off about all these businesses that he's got going on. And there's probably ain't no damn business going on. It's probably his rich manager just decided to invite him over there to get him to come enjoy some time in Switzerland, enjoy some prostitutes and shit like that. Because you already see the symptoms of that when he went to Houston, right? And he linked up with that prostitute, that escort girl.
And I came back and I realized I had unfinished business. I was about to tap out. You know what I'm saying? I was about to tap out, just be a regular civilian, just could get money and do like real business shit. But keep it 100% real. I just know I got a voice that need to be heard. So I want to go more into like the podcast and interview and talking. That's what drives me, because I got good stories, but I got real life that and real game I could give my people. Of course. So like I lived a lot, done a lot. Now it's time for me to get back, and I want a voice. So when I came here, I'm get my peace of mind. You know, downgrade the super boisterous character, the beard and all that shit, all the crazy cars, and just really just talk to the people and monetize in a different way. Like got quiet businesses and different shit, game shows and shit. I got like do different things. So it ain't all in people's faces. I ain't trying to shit on nobody. I want everybody to have some X-Lights with me, and I want everybody in the stall.
Isn't it funny when you meet billionaires, people with money, actual access and wealth? They don't look at people with big chains and like big cars. It's like kind of like, yo, you're a monkey.
You're a monkey, man.
And ultimately,
y'all niggas said okay.
You don't gotta say it this time, bro.
If they see that you're about your business, you know what to buy, you know what to actually put your money into. They want to support you and do business with you.
Yeah.
Versus the opposite, you're just like a nigga.
Yeah. So when it comes to money, you never.
Didn't I tell you guys this all along? Did you just hear what Fresh said, that when people with real wealth see somebody that looks like CJ on 32s, that's walking around looking like some goofball, has all this like iced out rings all over his fingers, he's got like a ton of chains wrapped around his neck, and just wearing nothing but Louis Vuitton and shit like that. That guy, he's not anything. He's not a success story. This guy, like CJ on 32s, is a guy that knows how to take advantage of his own communities, the black community, the Latino community, with these raffles. That's how he makes money. He didn't invent anything. He has no successful business. He's just a fucking YouTuber that knows how to take advantage of people, his own people. Not giving back to his people, no, just taking money from his people and fooling you guys with a little car prize right here. You guys, you're buying tickets to get this little car right here, or to get $1,000 cash or $500 cash. Real business people, real rich, wealthy people, when they see somebody like CJ on 32s, is basically what Fresh is just describing. They laugh at those people. They're like, you guys look like a joke. He looks like a joke. Nobody walks around with 5 rings on their fingers and a bunch of iced out chains and watches. You look like a straight up goofy.
Go to the money, it comes to you.
Yeah.
So you draw.
Funny, when you meet billionaires, people with money, actual access and wealth, they don't look at people with big chains and like big cars. It's like kind of like, yo, you're a monkey.
Yeah, you're a monkey, man.
And ultimately,
y'all niggas said okay.
You don't gotta say it this time, bro.
If they see that you're about your business, you know what to buy, you know what to actually put your money into. They want to support you and do business with you. Versus the opposite, you're just like a nigga.
Yeah. So when it comes to money, you never go to the money, it comes to you.
Yeah.
So you draw it to you. You know somebody with the money, you be like, hey man, can you help me? No, they ain't finna help you. They'll look at you like, how can I help you?
And you called
That's
me.
money.
And sorry, we spoke that day as well. And actually, it's funny because back in the day, I was very focused on the look, having that part, like the rapper style, whatever, to go close deals, for the podcast, whatever. And ultimately, I kind of did some nigga shit, definitely did. But then we spoke on the phone, and you're like, bro, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, you passed this part of your career, you're more concrete. You kind of passed that part. What's the next step?
Yeah.
And I downgraded.
Yeah, and we had a conversation when he got the SVJ, because this one I was already making my transition when I came back from Switzerland.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, this is what I see now. Like, we did that, you know what I'm saying? But I went to the highest level. I already surpassed you because I did it first.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, this is the cap. There is no more to go.
Yeah.
I pushed it and it wasn't going no more. So more is going out and it's coming in, and it's not going nowhere no matter how much I buy.
So you warned him about the SVJ?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I told him, don't do it. I said, don't do it because it ain't gonna do nothing. It's over. You proved your point. So all you're doing is putting more on yourself, and you're not getting what you're trying to get out of it. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work no more. They know you got it. The more you're going up, you just taking out your own resources.
Exactly.
So I was trying to explain that to him because I've been there and done that. So I want people to even watch me and see that. Look how far I went with it. You got to know the limit. It ain't that necessary. You know what I'm saying? Build a brand. Make sure you got some more money coming in, because a pile of money keeps going down, but money streams keep coming in. Have those money streams. Don't try to get a pile.
I mean, this part is probably what Organik is explaining is pretty true. But it also depends on, it depends on if the revenue exceeds the expenses. But in general, what he's saying is true when it comes to like just YouTubers in general. I'm not talking about like clowns like CJ on 32s that has to do raffles to supplement, and it's not really even to supplement at this point, because the raffles is pretty much what's funding his entire lifestyle. YouTube alone would never allow him to live the lifestyle he's got. But what's worse is, like what Organik is saying, like you're gonna get all these cars, and then it's gonna get to the point where the expenses overpower the revenue. You're not gonna make any more money. All right, you're just gonna keep buying more and more cars. You're gonna keep bringing on all these materialistic objects, all for the purpose of flashing and bragging on your people, but it's not even generating any revenue. It ain't gonna generate incremental revenue. It might be like some marginal revenue, but it's not gonna be sustainable unless you find another source, and that's where CJ on 32 the clown comes in and has to rely on raffles and fooling people and taking advantage of his own supporters, his own subscribers. It ain't like, and then he's gotten people so brainwashed. They're so focused on, you're going to win the possibility of winning this car, right? And even if there is a car there, that's like a little tiny price in proportion to the amount of money collected. He's making so much money. And then you got to factor in whether he's even doing it legally. All right, the fact that he had to do the raffles, and they're all managed and administered through his flunky right-hand man, Marty Marr, that right there gives you a clue that maybe this is not registered correctly. All right, and it's actually registered under an LLC. It's not registered under a nonprofit. The LLC is not registered with the tax, with the IRS as a nonprofit. So ultimately, that tells you that these raffles are so important for people like CJ on 32s that they have to go through whatever means possible. If that means putting these raffles under the management of their flunky right-hand man, Marty Marr, or through one of his girlfriends or side pieces or whatever, he's going to go to whatever extreme necessary to keep these raffles going. Even though I feel like it might have been originally under his name, and then raffle creators shut him down. Maybe something happened. Maybe some people refunded. Something had to go wrong, and then he decided to funnel it under Marty Marr or somebody else. But the point is, he has to keep it going long term. And then now let's say he's doing everything legit, right, with the raffles. What does he do? He gets even dumber than that. All right, and this is the guy you call motivational CJ, right? He takes all that money and buys nothing but useless jewelry, rapper jewelry, the same thing Organik is just talking about, right? Buying all that rapper jewelry, all these like diamond encrusted or whatever, diamond rings, chains. For what? Just so you can brag on the same people that you're trying to convince them to buy raffle tickets? Like, what is the purpose of buying all that jewelry? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Like, do you guys realize what is he trying to achieve? He's just wearing it to brag on people that watch him. Poor people, all right, the same brainwashed people that he needs to fund the raffles.
pile of money. That shit. So that's the things I picked up. So once I came back, I'm more humbler. I'm still me. You know, so I can't help God made me a certain way, but I'm still working on myself too. It's still a work in progress. I'm not trying to be as narcissistic as I am. I'm trying to humble my energy so people could get this shit I really got. You know what I mean? And that's the position I am in now. And since I came back, I just want to be the best person I could be. Give people that energy. Still don't play with me though, but you know.
Question for you. At the height of the nigginess,
yeah.
How much was it costing you a month?
$50,000 a month.
Damn, with the cars and the chains and everything.
Chains.
When you were at the height of Malibu, you had
height of Malibu.
Some of you had like 8 or 9 supercars.
Yeah, and that was just what people seen. They ain't seeing my ex-girl car. You ain't seeing my mom car. You ain't seeing my brother car. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was crazy. It was $50,000 a month, you know. But I was generating so much.
Yeah,
off it.
Yeah.
You know, so I put $50,000 in, I make $100,000. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But once you put $50,000 in and you make 30, now you put $50,000 in, you make 20.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? Now I'm digging in my real money. And I can't even use this shit. I gotta sit in the house.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Fuck this. Is it that serious?
Yeah.
So that's when I start using my real brain and really humble myself and understanding that what makes me happy.
Because you make the money, you want to enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
how being in LA too, like what we were talking about before.
It's dangerous, bro.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
People think I'm kidding around when I say this shit, like, bro, because me and you had that conversation, like, too, when we were in Malibu, I was like, yo, this is beautiful and everything, but you need to come to Miami, bro.
Yeah,
because we're talking about, like, I didn't even know about this chain situation with you.
Right.
Like,
I told him to look at it.
Yeah, I didn't even know about this chain shit, but like, yo, like, I knew from the first time we went out there. Shout out to AD, man, because AD like really did a lot for us while we were out there. Yeah. But when I was in LA, besides the high taxes and all the California and everything else like that, it's just not safe. And then it's run by gang politics. So I was like, yo, you can't even enjoy this shit. And I remember telling you, I was like, bro, like,
it's not safe anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in Miami. There's a lot of robberies and burglaries in Miami. I don't know what they're talking about, man. I mean, there's just like tax advantages in Florida that are slightly different than California. So I mean, every state has pros and cons. Like California has, if you're a real estate investor, California is great for that because you buy. If you happen to get your hands on properties that need some love or whatever, and you want to fix them up, you invest in them. There is that opportunity where you can definitely make a lot of money in reselling properties that you bought low and then sell them real high after you renovate them. The gap of profit is definitely bigger than other states. And some other states, like that gap of profit might only be like 10% of the actual property value, but in California, if you manage to get properties for like, there's probably properties for $500,000-$600,000, and then you can flip them around for like $2 million, because the real estate market there is constantly going up. It's like it's a constant. It's completely out of control over there. Whereas Miami, I mean, it's not 100% out of control because Miami isn't like where people want to be like sort of there for a primary residence. Some people do live there year round, but not. Most people that want to live somewhere permanently or as their primary residence, they don't think that Miami is not at the top of their list.
Oh, this is a beautiful home and everything, but bro, you need to come to Miami. This is way better. You don't have to worry about this. This is when you had the chains, you had the 8-9 cars. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, bro. Like at least in Miami, if you had all that, you could like enjoy it more.
And I would have probably had a better time. But at the same time, I think God had me do that there, so I get it out my system, right?
Fair.
So not because it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I'd rather show my people a different way to use their money and grow their money instead of doing a normal nigga way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I think I'm here. I think I was used as a vessel for that. So I can show you the top. I went all the way this way.
It's so crazy because Organik is definitely taking shots at CJ on 32s because he's like saying basically that if you go about having this amount of cars and living this type of lifestyle with this excess of rapper jewelry or whatever, it's going to come to a breaking point where it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So in other words, he's definitely throwing shade on CJ on 32s and other clowns like CJ on 32s, but he's probably the biggest clown of them all right now. And surprisingly, CJ So Cool was that clown before, but CJ So Cool then realized he probably got humbled down, or maybe somebody with a real brain approached him and said, yo, what you're doing is too crazy. You're putting yourself out there as a risky liability. CJ on 32s he's got it like that. He's like some kind of gangster or something like that. That dude is like a weirdo altogether, and the only reason is because he's a success story of any kind is because of the raffles. He makes so much money off of these raffles. Once people realize how much they're getting fucked, how much you're getting fucked through these raffles, and how much money you guys are wasting raffle after raffle after raffle, as a person, as a subscriber, as a human being, when you realize you're throwing out a couple $100 every single month at these raffles and you're not going anywhere, that's when you're going to realize, holy shit, I've just spent so much money on a guy on YouTube that doesn't really care about me. He's never going to give back to my community. He's never going to give anything to me. He's just funding his lifestyle. And that's he just magically, he found a way to make that money because that was the gap of profit between YouTube and funding that lifestyle. Otherwise, all these other YouTubers would be living off of YouTube, but they can't because the gap of profit is quickly shrinking. Like Organik said, he went from throwing out 50 and getting 100 to now getting 50, throwing 50 and getting back 30 or 20. So now they have to find some other means to fund the lifestyle. So that's where the raffle money comes in, folks. This is where I've been saying you guys got to wake up.
And you were doing it in LA too.
No one really done it like that in LA.
If you had done it here, you probably would have cost you 30 to 40.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, you know what I mean? I would have enjoyed my life more.
Yeah.
But I probably would have learned the lesson.
Yeah.
And it's all about the lesson I learned, and I come back with a message that says it's unnecessary to have all that stuff. You know, get what really makes you happy.
When was it? We talked about the switching moment for you when it was with leaving the life of crime. When was the switching moment for you as far as like becoming a minimalist? Like what like clicked and you said, you know what, fuck this shit. When
It
was
was
that
actually,
moment?
when people don't know, as soon as I moved to my crib that was in the Hollywood Hills. Because I didn't want to go there. I wanted to get rid of that shit down, but I had...
Oh, so this after you left Malibu?
Yeah, when I went to my other crib, the 411 one.
Okay.
But I had 3 supercars that I couldn't just go to a regular house at this time. Because I wanted to sell them now. I just got them. I want to enjoy them, but it's like I couldn't get a regular house. Because if my car's parked somewhere, somebody see them, they're going to get it, they're going to get me. So it's all... I wanted to downsize it then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
There's too many things.
It was too many things, bro. It was too many things at play. And like I said, I can't even go to a corner store with one of my watches on without I have to worry about my life being taken from me. You know what I'm saying? Broad
I remember you used to have your gun with you everywhere. When we were in LA.
Everywhere.
Bro.
At all times. I'll give
Head on a swivel. Hey, one thing I respect, when I was out there with Organik, I was like, you like looking around, such awareness, head on a swivel, etc. You know, but you had the chains on stuff, and that's kind of how you got to live.
And I had to live because that's the character I made, which is me. But I was done with that character, and I wanted to kill it. So God helped me with that. Took me to these different ups and leaps and faiths and valleys and risks. And now I'm here, and I feel way better. You know what I'm saying? It's a way better person. Like I said, I got rid of all my cars. I got my brother had my Hellcat. I had to get that back from him. I had to get that bitch back from him. I got that motherfucker now. My slingshot. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping it 100 with my people. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I ain't hiding nothing. I made a transition. You know what I mean? And my money ain't nobody's business no more. It's my business.
For someone that might be like into the jewelry or the flashy lifestyle or the cars or whatever, what advice would you give them to like might be wanted to downsize or?
See, this is literally CJ on 32s. This is literally CJ on 32s. I would say CJ So Cool, but CJ So Cool actually downsized. Maybe he just didn't want to deal with all that stuff. But this literally describes, like I've been saying, man, for the last 10 minutes, this literally describes CJ on 32s, his lifestyle, which is, like I said, mostly funded by the raffles, man. Stop getting fooled and thinking, oh, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is funding that lifestyle. It's not, man. You can look at the most subscribed channels with way much larger views. Look at the most popular guys on YouTube. They don't have everything. Even if you look at Daily Driven Exotics doesn't have everything that that CJ on 32s has. They don't buy cars every single day like that. And they got like almost more than 3 million subscribers. And even if they could, they got like almost 6 times the amount of subscribers that CJ has. Like, come on, man. Y'all got to wake up. And they're not even doing raffles. This guy, CJ on 32s, depends on raffles.
Yeah, just do it because you're scared, right? So I'm scared of like how people would perceive me as not having all that shit. I still got jewelry, but understand this is an investment piece. This is straight a half a kilo of gold. This is like sitting in the bank.
Rose gold.
That's rose gold. This is straight, thick, real gold. This is an investment piece. I ain't lose a dime with this.
Yeah.
Now the iced out ones, you're gonna lose 50% every time. If I pay $60,000 for an iced out chain, I go sell it. They're gonna give me half of the money, right, Fresh?
Yeah.
This is what I told you guys when he was going to Broadway Jewelers, and I told you every time he went and got those iced out chains, those watches with all those diamonds and on there, I told you guys. And he was the one, he would get on live, and I remember some people would be like, yo, you know that stuff, it loses money. And he would be like, shut up, peasant, shut up, roach, do you have that? How do you know? Dog, it's knowledge. People know this stuff. Diamonds lose money. They're only expensive when you buy them, but when you try to resell them, they're not great investment pieces. Gold is where the money is at. So when you see clowns like CJ on 32s walking around with all that jewelry on with nothing but diamonds all over his rings and watches and all that shit, just know he's making himself look like a complete fool. But then again, it's all free money. It's money that he didn't really work that hard for, so it's all free. I mean, it's all raffle money. Because if he relied just on YouTube alone, he would probably have a third of those cars that he has right now. A third. But because he has raffle money funding that lifestyle, the cars, the women, the clothing, all that stuff, man, that stuff requires money. And then somehow he put that little cherry on the top, claiming that he's motivational, inspirational. Motivational how? You don't even give back to your own people. When people reached out to him, other black people reached out to him for some help, he just blocked them. That's a disgrace, man. That dude is a disgrace.
So this one, I got 60,000 in gold. Guess what I get when I sell it back? 60,000 right back.
Yeah.
So even this is an investment piece. Learn your jewelry, right? If you want to have jewelry, learn it. I got designer jewelry now. This is Van Cleef, this is Gubeline, these are real stones. They come with paperwork, receipts, and everything. This is okay. And on top of that, you can walk around freely. And this gets the bitches intrigued. They see this, they're like, this boy they count it. They don't know what that other shit is. They're like, oh, we got Van Cleef. Oh, that's 30. That pussy wet. They ready. You ain't gotta do much. That's what it's about anyway.
Yeah.
So be mindful how you spend your money. All that iced out shit look cool, but you're losing your money. If you just want to stunt, I get it. Get it out your system. But at the same time, I don't want you to get it.
Did you just hear it, man? How many times do I gotta say this? All that iced out stuff loses money. Ice Champ is making CJ on 32s look like a big clown fool, man. That dude looks like a straight up fool walking around with all that iced out jewelry, trying to look like a rapper. He ain't a rapper. All right, you look like a big fool. But again, he's smart though, because this is all free money. It's not like money that he actually got on his own. This is all free money funded by his black community, Latino minorities, mostly minority communities that are funding these raffles. That's your money going out of your pocket to fund their lifestyle. It's crazy.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. You can't enjoy it. Your life in jeopardy all the time, and you losing money. For what? To impress some broke niggas? To impress some niggas don't say it's fake anyway, you spend your real money?
That's true.
That's what we doing?
It's true.
Fuck everybody. Be smart. Move right. Get you some real investments. Enjoy your life.
I think the question is, for most people nowadays, what do you actually want for yourself?
Right.
Because we buy things for other people. Like Will Smith said, you buy things to impress other people that don't care about you.
Yeah.
And ultimately speaking, like, as a man, what do you actually want in your life?
Right.
Once you figure that out, that's it.
That's it.
Simple.
That's what it's about. So
Yeah.
right now I'm on a mission. Like I said, I just want to enjoy talking and have a great time. I went viral a couple of times this week already just to give my talk, so I know it's meant for me. I told God when I came back, I'm going to do more podcasts, I'm going to do more talking, giving people that shit, and it went crazy for me already. I'm back here with my guys talking and shit, having a great time. So that's the transition I'm at now. Yeah, so it's a blessing, man. Find what you love. I love to talk. I love to give people inspiration. Tell them.
All right, so that was pretty much it, man. I mean, he kind of rambled a little bit more about, you know, what he plans on doing next, which we already know. He's just going to be on Tacos and Shakarma, doing more collabs with her, which we're going to react to next. We'll probably drop those videos probably over the next couple days. I don't know, maybe you'll start seeing them on the weekend, probably on Saturday, where we start reacting to the taco ones. But yeah, I mean, he said a lot of stuff, man. Some of it was true, like especially that last part was definitely true about all that iced out jewelry and people that basically, I guess he's now trying to give people some helpful advice that you shouldn't buy iced out jewelry, even if you watch these fake ass influencers wear it and brag about it or whatever. They're just misleading you, and he was one of those people that misled a lot of people when he was wearing it, but now I guess he's come to the realization that I guess he was misinformed. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Although, like, I feel like when he was talking about the cartel stuff, he was capping, man. I don't really believe any part of that, man. I don't believe that he really robbed the cartels. I just don't believe that story at all. But anyways, that's just my opinion, my reaction. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like the video if you guys have not already done so. Thank you guys so much for watching.